Across this continent, people are no longer waiting to participate in the future. They are building it. African founders are creating billion-dollar companies. African scientists are solving African problems with world-class innovation. African creatives are shaping global culture. African engineers, farmers, coders, researchers, and entrepreneurs are redesigning what opportunity looks like. So what makes this moment powerful is that it's not being driven by dependency. It's being driven by capacity, by capability, by talent, by confidence, and by ownership. When a continent is constantly spoken about as though its potential only exists in the future, the world overlooks what already exists in the present. And that delay has consequences. It costs entrepreneurs access to capital, it costs innovators visibility, it costs young people confidence in their own environment, and most importantly, it creates a dangerous habit where Africa is only recognized for possibility, but never respected for performance. This generation has grown up in complexity, in ambiguity, in uncertainty. But they understand instability, adaptation, they understand technology and global connection all at once. And instead of being paralyzed by difficulty, they have become remarkably inventive because of it. They're building payment infrastructure where banking was limited. For example, M-Pesa in Kenya as a mobile payment system built on the back of mobile telephony. And this has become perhaps the biggest payment system in the world. They are building health technology where systems were stretched. They're building logistics, energy, education, and creative platforms designed specifically for African realities. This generation is demonstrating that Africa is also a producer of ideas, of systems, of technologies, and global influence. And once a generation begins to believe that it can build solutions for itself, it changes the psychology of an entire continent. So if you are building something, even quietly, even imperfectly, don't underestimate the significance of what you're doing. So to me, the wave mark represents confidence. It represents dynamism and hope. It represents a generation choosing not just to inherit Africa's story, but to actively shape it. So what really moves me about it is that it's not a symbol of waiting. It's a symbol of participation. It's a symbol of contribution, of responsibility. And every person who wears it is essentially saying, I'm building something larger than myself. And that matters because movements become powerful when people stop seeing themselves as isolated individuals and start recognizing themselves as part of a shared momentum. The wave mark feels like a declaration that Africa's progress is no longer abstract. It is personal. It lives in the hands of ordinary people doing extraordinary things every day. And perhaps more importantly, it carries hope. Not passive hope, but active hope. The kind of hope that builds companies. The kind of hope that builds communities. The kind of hope that builds nations. The kind of hope that builds futures.